Good afternoon, everyone. I am Samantha from urbancasual.ca, Cochrane's event website, and I'm here to talk about all of the awesome events that we have coming up this weekend. That the calendar is super duper full. The weather is supposed to be awesome. So all of these great events, you're going to have a chance to get your hands on this weekend with great weather as well. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time today, hit me with a thumbs up and let me know that you're here watching. We've got viewers today on YouTube. We have some on Instagram. They're on Facebook, and they're even watching on our website. So welcome to today's show. Now, because that calendar is so chock full of good events, I'm just going to touch on the highlights for this weekend because there is plenty to see and do. But before we get into this weekend's events, I do have some things that I want to talk about that you need to know to get in on fun over the next few weeks, or just some extra things that are going on in Cochrane that you should know about. All right, now the first thing that you should know is that our newsletter drops later today. So you're going to want to go over to our website and look for that graphic on our homepage, and that will get you into our events newsletter sign up. Now, like I said, that goes out later today. So all of the special events coming up for the rest of the month, we're going to drop all that news in the newsletter, as well as we have some contest winners and information that is going to go out in that newsletter as well. So if you're not signed up, go get signed up right away on urbancasual.ca's homepage. Now, like I said, May is full on that calendar. There are fundraisers, there are public art installations. It's a really exciting month for Cochrane. There is the return of some brisket. There are spring concerts. There are logo reveals. And Cinco de Mayo is this weekend. We also have some free movie nights. And that March photo winner, I'm just finishing tabulating the votes for that March finalist contest. So that will be in the newsletter this afternoon as well. So if you want to find out who is the March winner for the photo contest, you can hit that up in our newsletter. Now, if you are chomping at the bit and you've already got a great photo for May, we do have the form up so that we are accepting May photos. And we will have the April photo contest finalists up next week on urbancasual.ca, so stay tuned for that. Now, we do have a winner to speak of in our Powerhouse Tickets and a Stay giveaway. This was provided to us by the Stony Nakota Resort and Casino. There's a couple concert tickets to Powerhouse as well, live in concert May 10th, and that included a stay at the resort as well. Now, that winner has been drawn in. We're just waiting to hear back from them. We've reached out, and that will be announced in our newsletter. And then once we've confirmed that winner, we will announce it to our social media. So congratulations to our winner. Now, if you didn't get in on that giveaway, we have another really great giveaway coming up. Now, this one is for Mother's Day, and it is coming to you from Busy Bees Cleaning Services and Crafty Cron. So stay tuned for that. I will have all the information for that one up on the website very soon, hopefully later today. Now, next week in Cochrane, we do have Mental Health Week. Now, there are lots of ways that you can celebrate this week or get in on some events. Now, if you hit up our website, we do have the complete lowdown of what is going on in town for Mental Health Day. There are some events that are happening at the library. The town of Cochrane has some events, as well as there's a few men's events. But that information is all up on urbancasual.ca. Now, we have a couple grand openings to speak of. Let's see here. May 10th, we have the Make Space Storage Space. We'll be opening in Cochrane on May 10th. They're inviting everyone to their 2nd Avenue location to spend some time with them enjoying the day. There'll be cotton candy, there'll be balloon artists, and lots of other fun things at their location. So stay tuned for more about that grand opening. Now, we also have a free movie coming up. This free movie night is brought to you by Home Treasures, and it happens on Wednesday, May 7th. So you can now get these tickets. You do need to have a ticket to attend this, and they do go very fast. So I'm telling you about that a whole week in advance. Go grab your tickets before the weekend is up, because they will be gone by then. Now, Mother's Day brunch, another thing that everybody looks for. I know that it's one of the most sought after inquiries on our website, so we've put one together. But we have a Mother's Day brunch feature. So if you're looking for a place to take your mother or someone's mother or the mother in your life to brunch on Mother's Day, we do have a couple places up there already. Now, if you are a restaurant location who is hosting a brunch and you don't see your name on that Mother's Day brunch, there is an easy way for you to fill out that form in that post, and we will get you up into that feature on our website. All right. Now, with all of the brunching, we do have a program that kicks off today in Cochrane, runs right through until September, and it's free for you and your kids. This is the Kids Bowl Free program. And like I said, it starts today, and you can start bowling at the Cochrane Lanes today. You just sign up. Your kids up to ages 15. And for the rest of the summer, they can bowl 2 games of bowling absolutely free for each day until the end of September. Now, that doesn't include shoe rentals, but there is a special pass that you can get in on. We do have the details for that on urbancasual.ca. That it allows you up to 4 adults to participate with those children. So great deal. Highly encourage it. My kids and I did that for many, many years, and it really is a great program. So go sign yourself up for that. Now, also on our website, dropped earlier this week, we have a garage sale feature. So if you're having a garage sale, you may list it on this feature. There's an easy to fill out form linked right up to this feature. And if you are just a garage sailor, that's where you're going to find all of the awesome garage sales. Now, there's already 3 or 4 up there. Some of them are parades, so it's like the whole area of Cochrane. So get those details for all those garage sales, especially if you're having one. Just fill out that form, and I'll get it up on that feature for you. Now, we do have a call out from the Lions Event Center. They are having a Mother's Day market, still looking for a few vendors. So if you are a vendor, hit them up for that, as well as the event of May, and it's at the very end of the month. So that's how many good things are going on, because this is the event. But we do have the 3rd annual Pet Expo back for another year. This will be up at the AG grounds. Great things for families to do that day. But all the details for that are up on our website. So pop into urbancasual.ca. Now, I'm just going to take a quick break, and I'll be back with all of your Cochrane weekend events in just a moment. All right. Now, like I said, the calendar on urbancasual.ca is blocked with many, many great events. So you're going to want to go to the website for full details, because I can't possibly get all of these events into today's show, and I'm likely to forget something. So go get the complete details over there. Now, if you want, while you're watching, if a comment or a question strikes you, go ahead and pop that in the comment section, and I'll try to remember to get back to it at the end. If not, I will get in touch with you after the broadcast to hopefully answer your question. Now, today we do have a few things on the go that I will mention. If you are looking for that golden nugget, historical downtown scavenger hunt, They're doing the last Thursday today, so that runs all day. As well as this evening, we have some car clubs meeting over at the A&W from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. Now, that is the A&W on West Side Drive, and those car clubs are there every Thursday night. So if you have a car that you would like to join in, feel free to do so, or just bring the family, your pets, everyone along. They're all welcome. And that happens every Thursday from 5 p.m. until 8. Now, a couple other things that are going on this evening that I will just make you aware of. We do have some live music at Half Hitch and Mr. Mike's, and we do have an open mic night at the Rocky Ruin Tap Room. So if you want details about that, hit up urbancasual.ca. Now, heading into Friday, May 2nd. Now, there is a lot going on, and Cinco de Mayo also coincides with kind of this weekend. So if you like Cinco de Mayo, there's a feature on urbancasual.ca talking about all the things that you can do at Cabeza Grande this weekend. They have drink specials, food specials, as well as some DJs, other things going on. So Cinco de Mayo stuff all happens this weekend and finishes off on Monday, with that being the 5th. But if you like Cinco de Mayo, head over to Cabeza Grande for all the celebrations. Now, we do have some food truck fare in our lives this weekend. We have a food truck party happening in Sunset tomorrow night. Now, this will be your regulars, El Nopal Tacos, Miss Poutine, and I think the Wana Waffle, but they are going to be in Sunset Ridge from 4:30 until 7:30. We have the Legion back with their weekly barbecue, totally family friendly. Everybody is welcome. You do not need to be a member, and the fun for that starts at 4:30. Now, they're going to follow that up by family friendly trivia, so feel free to hang around for that if you're there for the barbecue. Now, because it is the first Friday of the month, that means we have some traditional Irish music happening at the Shire Pub starting at 7. We also have some theater in our lives this weekend. Now, it's the last weekend of the show, so if you didn't get to see it last weekend, this is your last chance. The Take a Bow Society is back with their rendition of Agatha Christie's Go Back for Murder. So that is happening 3 shows this weekend, 1 Friday night, 1 Saturday matinee, and also 1 on Saturday night. Now, also this weekend on Friday, we have a live band in town. They are playing at the Venue Sports Bar and Grill. Now, the band for this weekend is called Black Light, and they'll be here for both Friday and Saturday. Now, heading into Saturday, May 3rd, this is where the calendar gets crazy. I think you can actually scroll 3 full days or 3 full pages of events for Saturday, so it is pretty busy. And like I said, the weather is supposed to be excellent. I don't want to jinx it because it's supposed to be excellent. But we have Cruise Cochrane is heading on a cruise this Saturday morning. They're going to meet at House of Cars, and then they're off to Red Deer for the day. So information about that is on our website. We do have a community-wide cleanup. Now, I don't think I brought a graphic up for this one. No, I didn't. But all the details are on Urban Casual. This is run by the town of Cochrane. Goes from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. So somewhere in your community, and the information is on our website. But you should be able to find a place to get bags and gloves and different things like that. And then everybody's going to pitch in to clean up Cochrane. So that happens this Saturday. We also have the Cochrane Trade Show, the Chamber Trade Show. Big trade show happens this weekend. Now it's on from 10 until 5 on Saturday and 10 until 4 on Sunday. It includes prizes. There is going to be fashion shows, lots of things to do. Now, the one thing that you will want to know is that there is an admission to get in to the trade show. So keep that in mind if you're heading over to the SLS Center. But tons of fun happening at the SLS Center this weekend for that Chamber Trade Show. Now, it's not all businesses. There's plenty of things for families to see and do. So bring the whole family down to that trade show. We also have a really great art show on the calendar this weekend. This is your Cochrane Art Club, and this is their fine art show and sale that happens every year in May. It is at the Cochrane Ranch House for both Saturday and Sunday and runs 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. That is a free event. We also have some dirt if you want some free dirt. There's a compost giveaway from the town of Cochrane happening this Saturday and next Saturday. So that's the 3rd and the 10th of May. I know it's a weird thing to talk about, but everybody is entitled to up to 2 buckets of compost. So bring those buckets with you because they will not be providing that. But that runs from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Also on Saturday, we have a Tack and Western Artisans show and sale. Now, this is a fundraiser for Jensen Horse Ranch Rescue, and it is runs from 10 a.m. until 4:30. There'll be different suppliers and vendors there, all with your Western gear. So come on up to that at the Lions Event Center. 12 p.m. until 6 p.m., we have the grand opening of a food truck this weekend. Now, they're going to be parked at the House of Cars location for Saturday and Sunday, and this launches Neapolitan Express Pizza food truck to everybody in Cochrane. So look for that grand opening happening at the House of Cars. We also have a grand opening happening on Saturday. Now, this one is at the Farmer's Leaf on Center Avenue, kind of there in downtown. And My Purple Pastry is taking on the cafe, and they will be opening on Saturday. So if you've loved their bread in the past, go grab a sandwich on Saturday and say hello to them at the Farmer's Leaf. We have the 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. meat draw at the Legion. That draw is at 2 p.m., so you need to get there around 1 and grab your tickets and a drink and some food. Now, they've got lots of things going on, like drop-in shuffleboard, but all the fun for that is on till 5, and that happens every week at the Legion. 2 p.m., we have a matinee from Take a Bow Theater with that Agatha Christie's Go Back for Murder. 3 p.m., we have the Cochrane House Concerts, actually has a matinee this month. Then their matinee is the Jansen Boys. So I hope they get to play out in their backyard for this one because I know that that is kind of the plan. The weather looks like it's going to hold up for you. So welcoming the Jansen Boys to Cochrane. Now, that Cochrane House Concert is a fundraiser for Wellspring. So find out the details on how you can get a ticket for that on our website. 3 p.m. this Saturday, we have a logo reveal. This one's really, really exciting because the National Ringette Association has a brand new team, and they are in Cochrane. The Rocky Mountain Rage will be revealing their logo and their coaching lineup. So if you want to come out to hear more information about that, that is at 3 p.m. at the Canadian Brewhouse on Saturday afternoon. Now, at 5:30 p.m., the Lions Event Center is going to change gears from that artisan show and sale. It's going to turn into a dinner, a silent auction, and the Jensen Ranch Rescue fundraiser. So there's still tickets available for that. 50/50 will be on the go. It should be a really, really great time. But if you would like to fundraise for that Jensen Ranch Rescue, which is a horse fundraiser and rescue, you can get in on that in 2 different ways at the Lions Event Center on Saturday. Now, 6 p.m. Rocky Brewing Tap Room on Saturday nights, they always have someone live in-house, so that starts at 6. 7 p.m. on Saturday night, we have the final showing of the Take a Bow Theater's Agatha Christie Go Back for Murder. And at 9 p.m., we have Blacklight at the Venue Sports Bar and Grill for night 2. All right, so far it doesn't look like there's any questions. There's quite a few watchers, so welcome to everyone who is watching. If you wanted some news on some things that are coming up before this weekend, we did them at the beginning of the show, so feel just to scroll back and start at the beginning. Now, on Sunday, May 4th, just a couple things on the calendar. We have day 2 of that Cochrane Chamber of Commerce annual trade show, and that is at the Asla Center. We also have day 2 of the Cochrane Art Club Fine Art Show and Sale happening at the Ranch House. Day 2 of that pizza food truck grand opening, Neapolitan Express at House of Cars. And we have 2 jams on the calendar this Sunday. 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. is your acoustic jam at the Texas Gate with Jamie Allenatch as your host. And 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. is the Sunday Jam at the Venue Sports Bar and Grill with your host, Alan Christie. Now, like I said, May is bumping along. So if you want all the details about what's coming up this month, you're going to want to get in on our newsletter. Go look for this on the Urban Casual homepage. Sign yourself up for it. You get 2 updates each month. One of those updates goes out later today and has lots of good stuff in there, including the winners of our recent giveaways and our photo contest, and some news about our next contest that is coming up, which might include 4 hours of house cleaning. So if that sounds good to you, go sign up on that newsletter so you can find out the details about that giveaway coming up on our website starting maybe today. As well, there is next week, the calendar is also very busy. So just to put things on your radar ahead of time, Tuesday night is the first Tuesday of the month. That means it's bingo night at the Cochrane Legion. We have an art installation celebration in Cochrane. Now, I do not remember the last time this happened, but we have one coming up. And this is happening at the station. They're going to unveil 3 pieces of artwork. Should be really, really great. But the details for that are up on urbancasual.ca. We have a speed friending event coming to you from Quirk Social. We have that Make Space Storage grand opening, which I'll be talking about more to come this week. We have the library scavenger hunt. Now, if you didn't hear, this is celebrating 75 years, and it has a really fantastic prize, $600 of rodeo fun. So you'll want to get into that scavenger hunt that happens next Saturday at the library. We also have the Seniors on the Bow on the calendar with a spring fashion show on Saturday, as well as a spring showcase concert by the Cochrane Music Society next Saturday night as well. So lots of things on the Cochrane calendar. If you are having a Cochrane event and you don't see it up on that calendar, you're going to want to get it up there, because that's where all of Cochrane is looking for their Cochrane events. Now, there is no excuses to get outside this weekend and find something new to do in Cochrane that you haven't done before, whether that is taking a walk or going to a new business or going to the trade show and discovering a whole bunch of new businesses and things to do in Cochrane. I encourage everyone to get out into our town, explore all the fun things to do, and check into urbancasual.ca before you head out for all the details about your events. And if you don't see yours on there, fill out that form and we'll get it up for you. Now, Cochrane, we are here every Thursday at noon live with your Cochrane event details. So tune in on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, or on our website. And we'll be back next Thursday at noon with more about your Cochrane events. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you later.